Hello and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2. In this episode, we're going to bring resources up to Arlington. So we already have 2 truck lines heading up there, but the goal of this is to clean up these lines and ease some of the traffic in this Tools Factory truck station, as it's seeing a lot of trucks and some of them have to wait just because they have to wait for other trucks to come in and all of that. So adding a train line up there will help clean that up and bring more resources to the cargo hub. Now, in order to prepare ourselves for this, we're going to need to add a cargo station up here. However, I think the best spot for it is where this passenger station already is. So what we're going to want to do is replace this with a cargo hub and then add some passenger platforms onto the end of it, just so that these lines don't ever have to cross when they're coming in, since the cargo line is going to come in from this side and the passenger line comes in from up here. So we're going to pull back these tracks a little bit so that we can keep this curve smooth when it comes into the new section of the station. So now that we've done that, we can delete this platform and place down a cargo station. We want this with 4 tracks, just so that we have enough space for the future, and then we can place this pretty much how it was before. Now, in order to add a passenger platform to this, we're going to have to configure the station, delete these cargo platforms, and add some passenger platforms. Alright, so now that we have the passenger platform in and some extra passenger buildings just to help with the capacity, we can bring back in this line up here right into that platform. Then we can bring this one up and merge it over. And then all we have to do is replace the signals that were once there. So I think that's it for the passenger platform, or the passenger side of it. We just have to redo this station here, make sure it's rerouting to the passenger side of it, and get rid of the old one. So that passenger line should be back up and running again, and now we can connect up to the cargo hub. So all we have to do is just pick a station that we want it to come out of. I think it's going to be this one because we haven't used it yet. And then we'll want to bring it up so that we only get 1 road crossing. And we also leave this river still available for boats. So we'll do this. It's a little close to the intersection, and it's doing some weird stuff. So we might come back and redo this section of the road. But from here, we can come and drag this all the way up and see what it gives us. I think that gives us something pretty reasonable. So we'll go with it. And then we can create the second track that'll break off and follow it all the way up to Arlington. Alright, so now that the train's connected, we can add in our signals. We don't need too many signals as it's a pretty short line. So that'll be good. And then we just need to add a train depot. So we'll come in here. I think we'll place it right about here just because everywhere up there is very steep. So it's probably very hard to connect up. but down here, it's not terrible just yet. And I think we're ready to put the train on the line. Alright, so the train we're going to put on this line is 2 of these New Haven EP5. We unlocked these pretty recently, and it's pretty powerful, as you can tell down here. It has no issues with high slopes, really. The only thing we want to keep an eye on is maybe the running cost at pretty much $2 million per engine. We're going to want to make sure it's making that money back. But for now, we'll just take one. We'll buy it and take it from the cargo hub up here to Arlington. And then we'll want to just reconfigure this so that it's only loading tools and construction materials, and up at Arlington it's only unloading. So if we come down here, we should see that our train is coming out. So it should get up to speed pretty quick. Going downhill, it's going to be a lot faster since it will be carrying the load uphill. And already it seems like this is sort of creating some problems for us. So let's pause and delete a lot of this road so we can redo it and make it a little more efficient while we're at it. So we're going to want to bridge our tunnel under all of this track. So if we grab this and we come right up here, right when it starts a tunnel, we can do that. And I think we'll want to make it 4 lanes all the way to the truck stop, just so that it can keep up with the traffic that it needs to. So we'll just come in here and do that. That looks good. And lastly, we just need to connect this road down to here. Alright, so this is the new intersection here in this area. Hopefully we'll see the traffic get a lot better, especially down here, which it seems to have locked itself up. What we're gonna do real quick to clean that up is get rid of these 2 lines, and hopefully that'll get rid of a lot of the traffic that it's already dealing with. So we'll come in here, sell this, come over here, manage line, and delete the tool line. So these will sort itself out. I think it's just because we deleted a lot of road. If we need to, we might need to rebuild this, but we'll give it some time. And then we can do the same over here. We can sell all of the vehicles on this construction line, and then come in here and delete the Arlington construction materials line. So now all of these resources from the construction materials plant and the tools factory should be headed in here, and hopefully pretty soon we'll start to see resources collecting here for the train. As we can see, it's not carrying anything yet, but the demand should start to kick in pretty soon. Now, up here in Arlington, we're going to need a truck station that can access the train station so that it can get the materials it needs. So we'll place down a truck stop right here. Deletes a couple of buildings, but hopefully they'll replace themselves as it regrows in. So we're bringing in tools and construction materials, and we'll want to make sure our truck stops are going to the right places. So this one here is perfect for the construction materials. And then we have this one here, which is where the old one was long before the city grew this large. The new one we could probably place right about here. It's a pretty short trip, but that truck station maximizes the area for the tools. So now we can find the road depot, and we'll just want like 3 or 4 trucks on each line. Make sure that it can carry the right thing. So we'll get 4 of these going from here to here, and this will be the Arlington tool line. And then we'll want 4 more of these coming from the truck stop over here, and this will be the Arlington construction materials line. Alright, so we have all of that up and running, and all that's left to do is wait and see if the cargo comes in. So coming down here to check on the train, we do have some tools waiting for it. I don't think it's going to get construction materials just yet because it didn't necessarily have access to them until recently, but we should start to see the demand here go up pretty well. And we can see it's probably not going to get much construction materials because it's already sort of capping out on its limit there. But hopefully as it grows more, it'll start to require more of that. We'll just have to monitor it as the city grows. So coming back to the tools factory, it looks like all of that traffic did clear itself out. So that's pretty big for us. We don't have to redo all of this, and hopefully it should keep functioning like normal. And we should see, hopefully, these numbers rise as it might need more planks soon. So we might need to either upgrade the trucks or add a few more. And then checking up here, this construction materials plant just needs more shipment. It just needs to be connected to some more cities. So we'll get there eventually, but I think that's going to be all for this episode. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you have any comments or feedback, leave a comment below. Thanks for watching and have a great day.